So I haven't uploaded in a while since the CSS September challenge I did. I've just started back at uni, so it's been busy with coursework too. I wanted to make one last 2D game in Unity before I venture into 3D. This will be a project I'll come back to, but this video will be the last of Untitled Shooter Game for a while. 1 year ago, so that was a lie. We're gonna forget about Untitled Multiplayer FPS Game. It's been so long, I forgot where everything is and what everything does. I mean, I haven't used Unity in like, I want to say months, so I don't know what I'm doing. Come to think of it, this isn't dissimilar from usual. I got this idea from a combination of the games I've been playing recently, some roguelikes along with some puzzle platformers. By the end though, I feel like a game developer again, depressed and sleep deprived. Now, the professionalism of my game won't compare to the ones created by entire teams, but I hope it shows the fun I had creating it and the rage of making sure the levels were all possible. So I created my character in Photoshop and dragged him kicking and screaming into Unity. So I'm going for a ninja kind of game where I want to create some bad guys and obviously have them throw shurikens and yeah. Pixel art has always been one of the most difficult things for me, along with creating the audio for my games. So that's why I wanted to work on it one last time. I pulled him apart before stitching him back together with duct tape and glue. I guess stitching was the wrong word, but we move. This is the walking animation. I created it myself. I'm so proud. Yeah, this is programming in yes. Thank you for asking. So I throw the player into the game with a platform that they can land on. I said a platform that they can land on. Yeah, first try. With the movement script, he can now also walk a bit, and with the animations, it looks alright. Yeah, it needs some work, especially the follow camera. Okay, here's the actual scripting for the player movement. At the minute, it just checks if the player presses A or D and moves them to that corresponding side. It also sets the Boolean in the animator to see if the player is walking. But that's enough of that. I don't think you guys are too interested in the programming. If you are, I can go through it. And I've created a little Trello list now, just so I know what I'm doing. So we've done the character, rig and animations and movement scripts already. Nothing will beat the satisfaction of crossing off tasks. Okay, we need an end goal, something for our guy to obtain, an objective if you will, a motive if you must. What is his meaning to life? What has he got figured out that I don't? I went to get a coffee and that's when I realised his objective would be something meaningful, so I replaced the objective with coffee. Anyway, I made a coffee in Photoshop. I imported it into the game, wrote a quick script that stops the timer and, okay, I have no idea what I did, but the point is it works, so just let me cook. The movement script went through many drafts and I repeatedly changed what I wanted the game to be. A ninja character suggests high mobility and dexterity, which is why I added the ability to change direction during a jump. Now, the character also needs to die. I don't know how good this coffee is that he's willing to die for it and it's protected by enemies, but I kinda want it. With the ability to jump in the game, here it is all together. If I set his health to 0, the death animation will kick in, and he'll like, croak. The shurikens are currently bugged, like there's a lot. And he takes a nap at the end. I'd be tired too if I was throwing like Buddy the Elf in that one snowball scene. We've had a flashback but not a flash forward, so here's another bug with the shurikens later in the game. Okay, now that we have an enemy that's a little too good. One revision later and even I can handle them. There's also audio and sliding now. Now that most of the mechanics are working, I've designed the game levels in Photoshop. I've only shown a few because I don't want to give too much away. I've also created the background and I'm honestly so happy with this. It's split into 4 layers so I can create a parallax effect in Unity. And here's the final background. I start to build the levels and here's the first few, each ending of course with a coffee. And finally the main menu. I felt like some player feedback was missing, so here's a screen shake, and no, this isn't sped up. You guys think it's enough? Some more coding later and we have save files. They will save the player's best times for each level, which are then displayed on the main menu. We don't talk about level 5. Okay, now for publishing, I need to make a serious itch.io page. Name, Coffee Pavilion. Description, coffee make ninja go brrrr. Paid? Who's gonna pay for this? Description part 2, ninja must get coffee on each level while avoiding the bad red guys. Download instructions. 1. Download. 2. What? I mean, that's about it, I reckon. It doesn't look it at the moment, but it's not finished yet, guys. Okay, now to my website. I've added the game. Make your way through 6 levels to achieve the coffee while avoiding red boys. And here's the finished download page. We click download. Money? I don't have any. And download. Here it is, the speed is there. Gotta take out the red boy. Whoops, launched it a bit too much there. Gonna fully send it here. These are my best times, only a true gamer can beat them. I'm joking, please don't hurt my pride. I need to get to the 10-minute mark to make the bread, to cook, to eat without leaving the crumbs, to be the geezer with his cans in the freezer, to be able to say me when, to have the panic with very little disco, to straight up vibe. Okay, what am I even saying at this point? If I was a Boolean function, I would be false. Like, you know, I'm just saying. Okay, so with the jumping animation, everyone that's seen this game before release has asked me why he lands on his head, and I don't want to talk about it. If I see a single comment mentioning it, only the true gamers know you can trick them into hitting themselves if you stand directly below them. I passed this level first time, the recording just cut out, so it looks like I didn't, but I did, so shut up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did and a dislike if you didn't, and comment what you want to see in the future. They say I lost my train of thought 9 years ago and have been retracing my steps ever since, but the joke's on them, because my thoughts have never been on a train or tracks. Okay, I'm gonna leave.